Today I'm back with this rack I made for the back. I got it fully welded in, and I've got to see now how I'm going to mount this guy on. I've got to stay up that high because the fender is going to hit its high point right under there, okay? And there's enough space here, we'll be okay to get it. And by the time I get the cushion on this seat, it's going to come up 3 inches. So we'll be able to seat a cooler back here against the cushion in this and strap it on with a bungee cord. So I've got an idea here. I've got to make some cuts first. First thing I'm going to do is shorten this just a hair. But I've got some angle here. We're going to put a piece in the front here across. Okay. And then I'm going to have a couple vertical pieces and a couple horizontal pieces, which are going to, I'll put the rack back like this. They are going to come here and down and then back into here, and I'm going to drill a hole where the seat mount goes, and it will mount the bike rack on at the same time. I believe the fender even mounts on the same hole, so it'll be getting 3 things through that one hole. Okay, mount the seat, the rack on the back, and the rear fender when it eventually gets here. So bear with me and we'll get started. Alright, you can see my pieces here with this back rack. Let me see if I can show this just a tad better. Okay. This one here, this longer piece, is going to go on this part of the rack, like this. We'll weld it. We may cut a little off the top so it's not around, but we'll weld the tubes in here on both sides. Okay, get this on good, but with that, we will be able to get up here like this here, okay? It's kind of how it's going to be up behind the seat here. Alright, and then from there, I've still got to cut these 2 down the middle, but these are going to be our vertical pieces. We'll weld coming down, okay? And then from them, we'll have a piece going forward to make sure, I'll show you right here, and we'll get a hole in there where we can get it mounted. You'll be able to better tell when I get these cut. Let me get my grinding disc back on, cut this rack where I want it, and we'll work on piecing this guy together and getting it tacked. Now that we've got all our pieces cut, we've got to clean them up and get them the way we want them, to where they're just clean. I can get this fitted together. Got this L bracket right here I'm trying to make. I need to tack it here. Okay. It's a backwards L. This is your right side L right here. This is the bracket for each side. I got to put a tack here. And then here is our back rack with this angle. Okay. We need to get at least a tack here, in here, and maybe a little down here to hold it. And then we'll continue on configuring this thing, seeing how we'll get it on the bike. Alright, let's get our holes drilled. Got to put a hole in each one of these brackets where it's going to mount. Once we do that, we'll come back and tack these on the bike rack, and then we'll fit it on there. Not bad. So we've got our bracket here with this hole, and you can see the bolt hole here where that's going to go, like this. Okay? Then we're going to take our bike rack and weld it to this L bracket like such. Okay? Just to give you just what's going on. Alright, we're going to do one of these on each side. And so I'm going to, now that I know my holes are there and this is right, we're going to go ahead and get these positioned on here to get them tacked on as well. Here we are. Kind of got our stuff tacked on. There's your L bracket. The angle went across the bottom. L bracket on this side. And this is how this dude's going to plug in. You can see the bolt right here is going to go through this hole and get it about right, and that's right about where we want it. Okay, and the seat cushion will come up a little higher, but this is going to be good for just a little simple cargo rack that we can bolt on or take off when we want. Okay, but for right now I've got a lot of welding to do to finish this dude up, and I've got to think about the design a little bit too. I might slant down here, you know, make this thing not so squared. Alright guys, got the bike rack mounted on here. You can see where it goes down here through the bolt to the bolt hole. I have to put a couple spacers in here, but it goes through and hooks the seat and will actually hold the fender on up under there too. I got the seat off this thing so we can work on getting some kind of a support welded up under here into the bottom of this rack, and we'll still keep it in line for both the holes on the side too, but this way it has a fixed support welded in and the bolt. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of this and gone under here and made me a mark where I need to cut it, so we're going to weld under there and there. So I'm going to get that piece. I'll have to split this angle because we just want a flat piece right there. Okay, cut it here, split it here. Alright, and then we're still going to cut this top part off here, across there, across, and here, and we'll get this thing fitted back together, turn it upside down, and get this flat piece welded in for support. So let me start cutting. Alright guys, here we have it. You can see here on the top, I cut all this off here around the top so it wouldn't come up anymore and we can be flat, see? Alright, we didn't want this much higher down here because if you did come back off the seat you would land on that angle. So it's got a level top now, you can tell. Alright, then on the bottom we've welded this support around here and see it coming out. So this is the part that is going to go underneath the bracket on the bike. So I'm going to have to get this mounted back on, turn the bike upside down to weld this in place. Then this rack will be fixed on the bike and bolted in. Got this set up with a clamp on it See the support we welded on the bottom of this rack is coming to this bottom piece. So I'm going to tack this in a few spots, and then we'll flip this whole bike over and weld the bottom better. Here we are. Got the support welded in, got it bolted the way it needs to be, and this puppy looks good. The seat and cushion will be up higher, you know, about right there, but it looks really good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and this is going to work. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out a whole lot. Thank you. Until next time.